believe that the integrity that I have with you guys as the audience who watch my channel, I believe that's too important to sacrifice. Good morning, welcome to the vlog. These glasses are really starting to annoy me. They're supposed to be non-reflective. I've got the lights doing all sorts of crazy things and I still can never stop this reflection. Hi, welcome along to today's vlog. Just getting myself prepped for this very special Valentine's Day gig coming up at Saffron Hall. But I wanted to talk today, because I've seen a few videos floating around YouTube that people sort of made towards the tail end of last week about NAMM. And I wanted to talk about the time I went to NAMM, but didn't go to NAMM. In fact, I never left Cambridge. So I was at the 2013 NAMM show in this big display that DJI used for their massive booth that they had there. And they got that out of a picture that was this picture actually, that was taken in a gig now 10 years ago. It was taken in London. There's Richard Morgan, who's on the Jazz Vespers album, and the back is Jonathan Gavu. It's taken by a very talented photographer called Mark, who, I mean, for me, it's a nice picture. It's a very moody picture. There's a lot of noise in there. There's a lot of microphones in there and things. I mean, DJI used it for their for a poster campaign that they did back in, well, just not long after I started working with them, around about 2012, 2013. And then the head guys at DJI really liked it and used it for their NAMM display. I'm still waiting for an invitation to go over to NAMM, but as I asked for one in 2013 and still not had one, I'm still waiting and not holding my breath. But what I wanted to do is just talk a little bit about the relationships that I have with DJI, Ricoh as they were then, and Yanagisawa saxophones, because I do get a few questions about these things, you know, kind of like endorsement deals and stuff like that. The first thing to say about endorsement deals is, certainly I've never done it, and other musicians I've spoken to who have got ones that work have never gone and approached the brands themselves. It's always been a question of the brands coming up to you and going, we're seeing that you're playing our saxophones or our reeds, or for drummers our sticks and stuff like that. Let's talk about a partnership. And for me, that's the better way it works. When I've done it myself with a couple of companies, when the musician gets too heavily involved in it, or you start going, hey, you know, I want an endorsement deal, give me sackfuls of cash, and I'll say how great your product is. That kind of wrecks your integrity as a musician and as an endorsee anyway. But you know, it kind of, I don't think it works. For me, you know, I use their products because I've used their products for a long time. I mean, Yanagisawa came to me, I'd had a relationship with the same company because they were bringing in the reeds at the time, and they were like, you know, we know you play Yanagisawa sopranos, we're supplying Yanagisawa, would you be interested in becoming a Yanagisawa artist? And I was like, yes, because I think your sopranos and your altos are fantastic, the tenors are great as well. I play my Salmon Mark VI, but you know, I'm happy to chat about it. Now, that leads to a great symbiotic relationship. They have the use of a professional musician. You know, we work together on masterclasses and stuff like that. And you know, I get the partnership with a great brand and exposure that it brings along those lines. I certainly don't. It doesn't stop me kind of reviewing other products and stuff like that, and I'll always be fair. If any brand ever asked me to damage my integrity, I would walk away in an instant. And you know, they're not massive money deals. They're a partnership deal that works both ways, and they work for both parties. That's the way the best partnerships always work. And you know, I'll always be dead open and honest with you about kind of when I'm being paid to make a video and when I'm not. I mean, I've not been paid to make any of my review videos that I've done so far. If I'm ever paid to do a review, I'll always tell you, because I believe that the integrity that I have with you guys as the audience who watch my channel, I believe that's too important to sacrifice. Always be confident that I'm not going to shortchange you and recommend things that I wouldn't use myself. Everything else that I have said in a review video, I'm using at some form or another in what I'm doing. The annoying thing I've got though today is my finger is back hurting again, and I'm not going to be able to do much more practice as we go around. One thing I did want to talk about, but I'm going to save it for another vlog, is my Santa Plays Sax video has started to go viral. And what I mean by that is, last time I checked this morning, it's 155,000 views. That's over 100,000 views in a week. Well, 8 days. Something really weird is going on. Why do so many people want to view a video of Santa playing the saxophone in January and February? By the way, if you haven't already, make sure you check out a little bit of the stream. I can't remember, I'll note it here, where it is on the live stream. We did a very stable Genius for the first time. It needs a little bit more work on, because it's, you know... Anyway, but check it out and check out the live stream. And also, we had to go over to Facebook in the second set. I probably shouldn't have done. I just think, notice the two streams. If you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook. Notice how much better quality the Facebook stream is. It's something YouTube really need to up their game on, is getting the live streaming right. Because I'd rather live stream on YouTube. I think, you know, the platform is better. I enjoy the network better. But Facebook just make it so easy to do it. So anyway, that is that one. A few of you were asking me about the chart, why, you know, I'm not really talking about the chart. I'm afraid midway through January I stopped. I got to 168 days of consecutive practice, which is pretty good going. It's more than I got last time. I didn't manage to make it to 200. Obviously finger and other things and life just getting in the way. I'm starting again now. I'm now on a run of 6 days, started on the 1st of February. So, you know, start again, work it through. And it's not necessarily about kind of being ultra competitive and trying to get it every single day. It's just getting into that daily habit of picking up the horn, blowing it, practicing something. At the moment I'm working on just getting through the set for next Wednesday. Is it next Wednesday? It is next Wednesday. That's quite scary. There are still a few tickets available, so make sure you check them out. And we're also talking about another gig in London, possibly in March as well, but we'll get there, we'll get there. I need to go make a coffee. So there you go, what do you think to new Coffee with Dan intro? Not quite finished it yet, still a little bit of work to do on it, but hopefully it's getting there. Now today marks two very significant anniversaries. It's 100 years ago today since the act to give women the vote, well some women the vote anyway, passed 100 years ago. 60 years ago 23 people were killed in a plane crash in Munich. 8 of those were Manchester United first team players, and it's often a cliche that it changed football forever, but it really, really did. I mean, so many of those Manchester United players would have formed the bedrock of the England team for years to come. Manchester United would have probably gone on to dominate European football for a period of time in the 50s and 60s, and it was a real loss all over the footballing world, really. So whilst not having 2 cars is a real pain, it does mean we get more exercise. It's just the kids aren't very happy that in the coldest week of the year we're having to walk it to and from school every day. But the advantage, I keep telling them, is that at least it's not raining. And when I was their age, I had to walk it to school as well, because we only had 1 car. My dad had it all the time. How was school today, Charlie?
Good.
Yeah? I was once complaining to a very, very well-established jazz musician who you all know, but I'm not going to mention names, about someone who'd been making a comment about my articulation. I was just like, oh, you know, I'm really trying to improve it. And this person said, who said that? And I told them the name. He said, well, I've never heard of them. And yeah, which kind of made me realise, you know, you've got to listen to the opinions of the people that count. I hope that you find that the videos that I'm giving you have integrity, that the reviews are honest, and I'll always try and do that. It's a great honour to be involved with such amazing brands such as D'Addario and Yanagisawa, but I'm not a corporate stooge. I'm not going to do those things. You know, everything on there is always going to be, for me, giving you the honest opinion and using the gear that I use. Thank you very much for watching. Bit of a different kind of vlog today. I'm going to be back talking about that Santa Plays Sax video later this week. Don't forget, if you don't already, this is what I was up to in my last vlog. This is what I was up to yesterday. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very, very soon.